Hello, children.
Hello, children.
Welcome to another spine-tingling episode of Long Tracks and Tall Tales, where we are completely and hopelessly incapacitated because our brains are filled with rush these days. It's just,
Boy, are they ever.
we're sleep deprived because we're following the set lists in real time, and
We are.
all of the things we had planned are getting kind of shoved to the side in favor of the rush discussion. Hope all of you out there are well and happy. I am your host, Scott G. Davis, Myth of Logic. Nice to meet you. And with me, as always, our other host, Mr. Christopher, Myth of Logic. And how are we today, Chris?
We are fantastic.
We are fantastic.
And we always are. And we are high def fantastic.
Yes, we both upped our game this week. We are now coming to you in 1080p high definition. You can count all the wrinkles and pores to your heart's content.
That's right.
Once we get started here, I've got a few little news bits here. Let me get to this page that I want to read from, if it'll help me scroll.
Start off like we always do with our news.
Just going to run over the headlines here. Jethro Tull have announced jtull.com, another cast of the net. It's a new remix by Bruce Seward of the 1990 album jtull.com, with another one of those expansive box sets they've been putting out, which are really, really cool.
They've been doing a lot of those.
I've got a number of those. Really particularly fond of, I've got the one for A, and I also have the one for Bursting Out, the live album, which is my favorite Jethro Tull album. I love that album.
Yep.
Haken shares a new single this week called Bleeding Sky. It's excellent.
I haven't heard it yet, but I did
Go seek that out. New book exploring the songs of Big Big Train to be released in September.
Are you a big Train fan? I love them.
Not as deep as I absolutely should be, because Nick DiVirgilio walks on water as far as I'm concerned, and I have to know about everything Nick does. He is my favorite musician. If I could ever work with someone to write songs with, I would love to do it with Nick, because he's just the full package.
Yeah, he's awesome. I am a decent sized Big Train fan. I'm not the most gargantuan, but I do like them. And their album that came out this year is astounding.
Woodcut. And speaking of that, this next news item, they are going to play the new album Woodcut in its entirety on the upcoming tour. So if you're wishy-washy about going to see them, go do that.
I'll tell you all, if you haven't heard it and you want to hear it and you want to hear them play it live, you could do worse than go. It is a great album. So if you are on the fence about that and they're going to play that album in its entirety, go see them, because the album is fantastic. So.
Also, really quick here, Colin Edward and John Wesley peripherally of Porcupine Tree, they have a side project, Voyage 35. They have shared their new version of the Porcupine Tree classic, Even Less. That's out there. Go and listen to that. The biggest news next to Rush is today, June the 12th, Friday, June the 12th. As we are recording this, the new Yes album, Aurora, is out. It's released. It's available everywhere. I highly suggest, friends, that you go and seek it out. For my money, since The Ladder, it's the best Yes album. Yeah. And that's 1994, friends. That's a long walk. They've done some really good work since then. I particularly like Mirror to the Sky. But the new album, I really, really, I think they've kind of found their place. They've
modern rhythm.
Yeah. Well, of course, the big news is the Rush 50-something tour continuing to just devastate and confound and confuse and delight everyone that comes within ear and eye shot of it.
Yep.
Last night, they premiered a number of things that hadn't been played before. The Camera Eye was played for the first time as a part of playing Moving Pictures in its entirety.
Just like they did in the Time Machine tour. Started set 2 and played it straight through.
I was really gratified when they played 2112 in its entirety. When they did that on the Test for Echo tour, I thought it was very effective, particularly as the closing piece for the first set. I thought that was an awesome placement for that. But it's clear that these gentlemen in their early 70s have completely thrown caution to the wind, and they are absolutely not resting on their laurels. They're going for the throat.
Yep. They're not taking it easy. They're not
Annika,
taking it easy, and they're not choosing easy stuff. They're playing.
Annika actually pronounced her last name this week. Did you see that?
I did not.
It's Annika is how you pronounce her first. It's either Nihilus or Nihilus. I can't remember how she said it, but she did a little spot for. I apologize, Annika, if I will get this right. Pronunciations are important. Those of us who love Neil Peart, we know that.
Oh yes,
and we have to get her name right. So I will research that and get that correct. It's not Niles. It's either Nihilus or Nihilus. I can't remember how she said it. She did a little spot for the minor symbols that she has endorsed. I think there's some models coming out. She did a little spot for those and introduced herself at the top of it. And I appreciate that because I like to get those things right. It's a big deal to me. So,
no, it's a huge deal. I mean,
yeah.
One of the things when he was alive, may he rest in peace and be here forever in our hearts, was his name, to the point that they did jokes about it. It is important. I agree with you 1,000%. We got to be able to say her name correctly. She's part of this band now. She's part of the structure. She needs to have her name said correctly. So we need to figure that out, so we can start calling her by the correct name. So,
well, the question for the day is, now that we've already managed to jabber away 6 whole minutes, this is kind of what we do, friends. When we get together and start yakking, things can happen.
You should see us when we're not recording. Absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, wait till you hear what's coming, friends. There's tons of stuff coming, and it's going to get long and crazy. But anyway, today we are discussing so far the 3 shows, June 7th, the 9th, and the 11th. And there's one more on tomorrow night, 13th. So far, the set lists have been an A, a B, and a C. Let's say that you are going to see them on this tour at some point. And let's say that you can, as a mortal human with a reasonable income, you can only afford to go to see one show. Which set list are you going to lean towards? Because they are very different in many, many aspects. They lean on different periods. They lean on different material. There's an A list and a B list and a C list. I was going to put them up here, and I could not figure out how to get it done.
Well, and before we do this, we do need to recognize 2 things. First of all, we are going to spoil and tell you
out the wazoo.
Yep. So it's going to be Spoilerville. If you do not want to hear what the sets comprise, I understand. Turn us off now. Turn us off right now, because we are going to spoil the set lists in this. Number 2, we are very well aware there will be another set list tomorrow night. There will be 4 sets. We're not considering the 4th set because we don't have it. So all of you who go, well, wait a minute, there's a 4th set. We know. We're aware of it. We may come back with an addendum later. I don't know. But today we're just doing these 3. If these were the 3 to choose from. Okay.
I think the umbrella that needs to cast a shadow over this whole thing is, friends, it's Rush.
That's exactly right.
It's all good. It's all good.
It doesn't matter.
It's all good.
The guys, any one of them. It doesn't matter.
The guys are back. They're back, and it's good. It's all good. And hopefully that at home, without throwing up into the nearest vessel that you have conveniently placed near you when you watch our show, hopefully you do not get turned off by the boyish giddiness that both of us are radiating from all. We can't help it. We can't help it.
I certainly can't. I know he can't. So we just can't help it. Can't help ourselves.
Between the 2 of us, it's rather.
I'm so happy right now.
Exactly right. Exactly right. All right, we're going to run this down lightning speed fast here. The set list A. Set 1 is Xanadu, Limelight, Far Cry, Subdivisions, Free Will, Bravado, Caravan, La Via Strangiato, Vital Signs, and The Spirit of Radio. Set list A. Set 2 is 2112, consisting of the overture and the grand finale. Distant Early Warning, Red Barchetta, Dreamline, Natural Science, Time Stands Still, with Amy Mann singing it. Red Sector A, YYZ, The Garden, Tom Sawyer, And the encore is By Tour and the Snow Dog and Working Man. That is your set list A. That was opening
I'll
night.
read set list B.
Go for it.
Setlist B starts off with Xanadu. Pretty much one of the only real constants of this tour so far. Xanadu has been the first song they play.
And that's genius. Absolute genius. I said it before, I'll say it again. Opening with Xanadu is inspired. Inspired. Yeah.
So after Xanadu on Setlist B, it's The Spirit of Radio, moves from down to the bottom up to the top. Then the Analog Kid makes its presence known.
Mm-hmm.
Free Will, Subdivisions, Bravado. Then you have one of my favorite instrumentals in Leave That Thing Alone, The Trees, Headlong Flight, and then they end set one with Limelight. Then we get really into the weeds, and set two begins with 2112. And folks, they don't play Overture, Temples of Syrinx, and Grand Finale only. They play parts 1 through 7, the entire 2112 suite.
Yep.
Then they move forward to Counterparts and jump on to Animate. Then they play an oldie but a goodie and Closer to the Heart. Then they really blow us out of the water, and I was not expecting this, and play Passage to Bangkok. Mm-hmm. I was blown away that they even pulled that out and did that. They then do Time Stand Still. And while they're in LA, Amy Mann is singing with them. I don't think she's going to be singing with them the entire tour. She lives in LA, so I'm guessing that's why she's there doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Then YYZ. Then they pull out the old anthem from Fly By Night, Red Barchetta. Then they played Witch Hunt, which is one of my favorite songs. They ended the set with Tom Sawyer, and then their encore on set B was Finding My Way and Working Man. And that was the phenomenal set list B.
Yeah, that one's awesome. Then last night, June the 11th, one of the main reasons I went to bed way too late again, and it was not pretty this morning. Excuse me, set C, the main performance, Xanadu, Dreamline, Subdivisions, Headlong Flight, Bravado, Red Sector A, La Via Strangiato, Anthem, New World Man, and closing out that set with The Spirit of Radio. A couple of really good things there. I mean, all of it's really good, but New World Man, love that song, always have.
And this was the first time they had played it on the new tour.
Yep. Headlong Flight is kicking ass. Annika really.
I have to say something right now. You talked about this. I'm going to say this, and I can't take it back if I say it right now. But I can't believe I'm saying this. Annika plays that song better than Neil. It's not better because in technical terms, there's some sort of feel she adds to it that is very distinctly Annika, and it's amazing.
It has when Neil plays it, and he wrote it, and obviously this is not a slight to Neil in any way, and never should be construed as that.
I would never slight Neil.
She lends it more of a natural quality, more natural flowing quality, and it really added to the impact. And I think maybe I said that to you as well when
when you said it, I went back and listened to it, and I was like, okay, I see what you're talking about.
It's not better or worse.
Better's the wrong word.
Yeah, it's not better.
It's better out. Neil played it in his way, and he wrote it.
Yeah,
the way Annika plays it just does something to the style of that song that just really, really, really complements that song.
Yeah. She is quickly finding her feet and getting her sea legs, as it were.
Yes.
And I just adore what she's doing.
Me too.
Then set two. They start off set two with the entirety of Moving Pictures. Tom Sawyer, Red Barchetta, YYZ, Limelight, The Camera Eye, my second favorite Rush song, with a beautiful new piano intro from our friend Lauren Gold, who is just, I mean, he's given them the ability to really relax and enjoy themselves.
He is
I
really
think
and truly an unsung hero so far. Really is.
Then Witch Hunt, and I agree with you. Witch Hunt is one of their best songs. Vital Signs, again, Time Stands Still. Closer to the Heart, 2112, the Overture, Temples of Syrinx, and Grand Finale, closing out set two. And the encore is the same as opening night, By Tour and the Snow Dog, and Working Man. So the question becomes, or the question that we're posing today anyway, is you only have one show that you can go to. You've arranged for everything. With luck, they're playing in your town. If they're not, you're having to fly. You're having a hotel and
What I'm
do all
doing, not
those. Yeah,
hotel, but I am flying to go see.
yeah. So there's those scenarios. You can only afford to do one. At that show, you have no control. Whatever show you see on the 30th is the set list they're going to play.
That is
But
correct.
which set list of the three they've played so far, which one would you like them to play at your show on the 30th? Which one would you pick? I know
So
you'll be happy with any of the three.
yeah,
I know you will.
it's so hard for me. I love them all,
Hmm.
but there is one that really, really, really stands out to me for a couple of reasons, and that is minus the encore, which I think is better in A and C. I would prefer set list B. I absolutely adore the Analog Kid. I think that's one of my most heartfelt Rush songs in my mind. I just love them, love it.
Yeah.
Their play "Leave That Thing Alone" is one of my favorite instrumentals. The Trees is awesome. 2112 in its entirety, you could just stop right there. If they played all of 2112 in front of me, one through
Hmm.
seven, oh yeah. And then Passage to Bangkok. I can't not believe they pulled that out.
Yeah.
And I love Animate. Animate's always also been one of my favorites off of Counterparts. And then of course they play Witch Hunt, which is fantastic. I mean, there's just they when they altered from A to B, they every alteration was an alteration that made me go, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh that's awesome, oh that's great. And so my only issue with it would be that I would in an encore with them, I would really like to hear Bytor and the Snow Dog.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if this is going to be what they end up doing every single night, or if they're going to, in the four rotation, or if they end up switching them out. I don't know what they're going to do. But of these three, I would choose set list B.
I think that's a fine choice. I don't know the logistics of their tour and how easily they can stop on a dime. For instance, maybe I imagine that it's Getty that's in charge of the set list. I don't know if that's
Probably.
true, but I imagine it's him. What if suddenly at 6 o'clock that afternoon he decides to make a slight change to the set list?
Right.
I don't know what the mechanics of that are. You have lighting programming, you have video programming, you have
You have his voice to consider.
you have his voice to consider. The sets are paced in such a way, to allow him those sorts of pauses. So I have no idea what it would take to say, God, I can't do this song tonight, or gee, I'm really into doing this song, or maybe at some point he just says, nah, the encore should always be this,
Right.
whatever that might be. For me, with luck, I will be going to see the show.
Good.
With luck, we're not planning on it. We're sort of leaving
If
it to
possible,
the
maybe.
whims of chance, if you will. But for me, the set list I would pick would be set list C, what they played last night. And there's a couple of reasons there. First off, my very favorite Rush song is Tyshawn. There's no way they're going to play that. There's absolutely no way. They've never played it. They've never expressed any fondness for it. Neil didn't particularly think it was very successful, but I really love that song because, in my view, as a band, they stepped outside who they are and what they typically do, and I appreciated that. And I think it was very successful at painting a very evocative picture that really spoke to me.
It truly is one of those songs you can close your eyes, and if you're listening to it, you see the mountaintop and see the stairs, and it's very visual, very,
Yeah.
very well done.
Very cinematic, if you will.
Yeah.
The one song that I haven't heard mentioned by almost anybody, I would love to see Mission on this tour. It's in my top 5 Rush songs. I absolutely adore that song. Alex, everybody talks about Limelight for the lead stuff, and Limelight has a stunning lead in it, or lead section from Alex. But Mission to me is his best solo work.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
just
absolutely.
so inspiring and emotional, and just it's perfect.
I
Having
agree.
having said all having said all of those things, my second favorite Rush song is "The Camera Eye,"
Yeah.
and I would want to hear that in place of anything else. I would go and sit in the seat and go through all the hassle and listen to them only play the camera eye and have them leave, and I would be happy because that's my favorite Rush song. And with that new piano intro from Lauren Gold, it really reached a new level. He played all of Moving Pictures, which in the annals of rock history, Moving Pictures is one of those singularity albums that just has an absolutely flawless, logical, melodic flow through from beginning to end. It really does flow perfectly in a way that few albums do. So not only was it a very popular album with their fans and with the band themselves, it really stands on its own as a piece of art, that entire album. So
Right.
I would be leaning towards that. There's some other things that differentiate it. New World Man is in there, which I love. Anthem,
New
which
World
was a
Man's
real surprise. I mean, I don't know who Getty's vocal coach is, but he probably deserves a medal for getting those extra notes out of him because he's still having to change those melodies slightly. But the
Yeah.
good news is when he has to veer away from an extreme high note and go to an alternate melody, they found really, I don't know whether his vocal coach has anything to do with this, but likely it's just Getty finding alternate melodies that really work. In a lot of cases, some of the things he's been doing alternatively, I kind of like better than what he did originally
Right.
in some cases. So yeah, in that set list, you've got Dreamline, which is another,
Oh, I
you
love
know, real powerful favorite.
very, very good live with the way they do the chin, chin,
Oh
chin,
yeah,
chin, 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 with all the
yeah,
lasers and stuff. Oh yeah.
yeah.
I
I
will
mean,
also I will also say something about B that and people don't kill me. If there's a song that I love it, but I can skip it live because I've seen it a lot is Red Sector A. I love the song, but live I don't really. It's okay if I miss it. And B, Setlist B, they did not play Red Sector A that night.
mhm,
I
yeah.
would rather see another song other than Red Sector A.
Well, I kind of, to be honest with you, I wonder if it might have been discussed that Getty would play bass on Red Sector A rather than standing at the keyboard. That to me is the only real differentiator there. I mean,
Yeah.
it really does. The song relies on that propulsive, synth bass that they used on it. So maybe that wasn't an option, but it might have been kind of interesting to rethink that song because it is a great song.
Oh yeah.
It might have been interesting for them to rethink it with bass guitar instead of the key bass
Right.
synth. But yeah.
Well, so Setlist B is what I would choose, but I'm going to tell you, I don't know if I shared it with you or not. I might have. I have seen what I think is their master list of songs
Hmm.
that they've learned. If it holds true, then I'm imagining that tonight, being it is tonight, isn't it, or is it tomorrow?
It's tomorrow.
It's
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Set 4, the only songs off of the list that I've seen that they have not played are The Anarchist
Hmm.
and The Pass.
Farewell to Kings is on there too.
Is it? I don't know if I saw that. Let me look.
Yeah. The leaked
Oh,
photo.
it sure is.
Yeah.
It sure is.
I've
So
been waiting.
you have. Oh, I tell you what. So I'm going to tell you right now. Yeah, I don't know what they would replace, but if Setlist D has The Anarchist, A Farewell to Kings, and The Pass in it, ooh, that might be the one I want to see. I can't
See, and
my
here,
head's exploding right now because I
this-
just love everything from
this
them.
this I mean, I'm not sure. They probably have because Getty is just he's such an organized person in his thought processes and in how he goes around doing things. I'm sure he's already imagined. I've said I would probably sit this one out, and one of my justifications was that they always do such a wonderful Blu-ray presentation that I'll be able to sit at home in my underwear and
Please
and
don't
watch
give me
it.
that mental
Yeah.
picture.
Oh, there's
Sit
a
at home
picture
and-
for you, friends.
Oh,
There's
no,
a picture.
no.
Uh,
Wipe it away. Wipe
This
away.
is what they're doing with these. This is going to make it so hard to put together a home video package because you've got all these alternate set lists. So I'm thinking when they do decide, I mean, obviously there are cameras rolling at each one
Right.
because they've got video for the thing. But I'm thinking that possibly what best of all possible worlds. Okay, best of all possible worlds. The home video is culled from all the
Oh yeah.
different shows,
Oh yeah.
and we get all 38 or 40 songs in
Oh, that would
one
be just
big
marvelous.
slab.
God, that'd be marvelous.
That would be
That would
cool.
be absolutely marvelous.
Yeah,
Now there have
yeah.
been a couple of hiccups on this tour. Did you see last night where right in the middle of 2112
Well,
the bass went out?
yeah, there was no bass, and also I think it was on night 2. Our good friend Lurks. I hesitate to mention it. The beginning of Free Will, he completely, when he started in, I thought he'd been handed a guitar in an alternate tuning. Because there's some songs are tuned down, and
Right.
very few actually, but a few of them are. I thought, oh God, they gave him a D guitar instead of an E guitar, but he lost his way completely, and it was right at the beginning of the
It's
song too.
okay though, because you know
But
what? This
yeah,
show, they're human. They're human. Man.
and it's. I think that Alex himself said it when he was talking to the audience. It might have been night 2, maybe it was last. I don't know. He said it's like a family reunion. It's a big cookout.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some flubs, and it's okay. The thing with Getty, I think Getty was pretty upset, honestly, and
Last night?
yeah,
Yeah, he was. Alex
but
tried to
but
save
still,
it with a joke, but yeah, it's
there's so much affection for these guys, not just the music, but these men. And I would offer up to Getty, he's the kind of guy who doesn't like things going wrong, particularly on that level. I've never heard of that happening at a Rush show ever, where something was just flat not working, and
right.
they had to actually start the song over.
I think that Alex said something like, "Everybody just forget everything.
Just pretend that never happened. We're gonna start over." Yeah,
forget everything you just heard.
Yep, exactly.
Which is true, Alex. They just so great at just making levity out of any type of situation. So
that's our boy.
Yeah, they're wonderful, and I love that things can screw up for them, and they can just fix them and move right on. That's one of the things that's endearing about them, in my opinion.
Well, yeah,
I completely understand why Getty would be mad about it. I mean,
oh yeah.
He understands more than anyone else, I'm sure, that people are paying a lot of money to be in there to see them, and he wants this show to be perfect.
Right. So poor Scully. I mean, I'm sure Scully incurred his wrath for at least a short while.
Well, I mean, wrath, wrath amongst friends. Probably
right.
Like, what the hell happened there? That
right. Dude.
Anyway, these are great. This tour so far has, in my opinion, and from what I can tell from reading, has exceeded everyone's expectations. Everyone who had thought about going, people who had not thought about going. You're going to have your people who are just no Neil, no Rush, and they're going to be there no matter what. And
you know what? Let's make a promise to ourselves and our audience. Let's not talk about that anymore. I think we're 3 shows in. There's no need to even talk about that. Yeah. The Neil era, it was what it was, and we all have lifelong, lasting memories of that time. But those 4 people on that stage, they're making new memories for us.
They are.
We're going to be talking about this stuff in 10 years. We're still going to be talking about it.
That's the other thing is they sound great, man.
Oh, yeah.
Other than their little flubs, which are going to happen.
Well,
they sound fantastic.
I initially had some concerns about, in particular, some of the drum sounds that I'd heard on these videos. But now I'm starting to hear some things where it's probably the audio quality of the clips, because I've heard some other I've seen some other YouTube clips where the drums sound spectacular.
Oh yeah. Well, people are needing to get people who are kind of honed into Rush's sound prior to this grouping have to really, some people, if you're a drummer like I am, you know that this is part of the game, so it doesn't bother you. But I know a lot of people who are really having to get used to the fact that Annika tunes her toms lower.
She does.
She tunes them lower, and she does it on purpose. And it's because that's how she doesn't like there to be too much rebound. She likes to control the sticks with her hands, not rebounding. And that's very, very, very plausible. And lots of drummers do that, but it's different when she plays some of these fills, and the way it would sound if Neil played it, and the way she plays it is the way Neil plays it, but it sounds different because the tom's tuning is different. It's just something that drummers do, that drummers tune their drums differently, and she has to do that because that's how she feels comfortable playing,
Right.
And so there are some people that have not groused about it, but have been like, I've just noticed the sound is much lower, and like that's on purpose. That's how she tunes her drums. Right. So just get used to that sound, and I like it. I think because I think her fills are so tasteful that they complement the music no matter what the drums really sound like.
Well, we talked about Headlong Flight, and I it's I was not prepared for how emotional hearing that was going to make me,
Right.
because we're used to hearing that song in a very rigid way. It played as close to that way every single time. That was Neil. She really opened it up, and it. The word I want to use is swing. Her sense of flow is much more open and not so insistent on itself.
Mhm.
She's allowing the song to lead, and it gives those songs qualities that I didn't realize they had.
Right.
And I don't like it more or less. Neil's approach was his,
Mhm.
her approach is hers, and it's wonderful because there's actually a parallel. You and I have had this discussion before. One of my very favorite songs that Rush ever did is called Mission, but I never really appreciated that song until I heard the song on the Working Men uh, tribute album with the fantastic Eric Martin from Mr. Big singing it.
Yep.
His interpretation made me, I mean, first of all, Eric could sing the phone book. I mean, that voice is just something else. And his interpretation of it, and he really felt it and he really brought it across. And then I went, wow, there's something here that I didn't know there was there. And then I went back and listened to the original version. I'm like, it's there. That emotion was there. That
Yep.
feeling was there, but it took a different interpretation for me to see it that way.
Yeah.
So I went back and listened to Headlong Flight, and she's merely emphasizing things that were there.
Sure.
It's just that Neil emphasized things in a different way.
Right.
And Annika, if you ever look at one of our silly little videos, we're both in love with you, my friend. You are absolutely doing your best
I
work.
have followed you for years because of your work with Mr. Beck over in Europe.
Oh yes,
and your solo stuff that you've done I've always admired you. I've thought you're a fantastic drummer, and now you're proving it to the world. So kudos to you. It's awesome.
yeah, it's very gratifying. It's very, because we've all been kind of holding our breath since this was first announced. Late last summer.
Yep.
You know, we've all just kind of been imagining.
I was very excited and a little not worried, but just curious. How's this going to come across?
Yeah.
My curiosity has all been resolved in favor of wow. That's all I can say about it. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's phenomenal. But the set lists are great.
Yep.
We're nitpicking which one we'd choose. I don't care.
Yeah,
Whichever
it's
one
Rush.
you want to play, I'm going to be there for it. I'm going to love whatever it is you play.
But from what we know so far, you would choose setlist B.
Yes.
And I would choose setlist C.
Yeah.
But it's a Rush show. So, whatever they decide to play is
HIJ, doesn't matter.
Yeah. It really doesn't matter in the end. But those are the ones that feature, the songs that we would like to hear the most. Everybody's got their preferences, and
sure.
Hey, this is life. You don't get everything you want, but you get a lot.
Yeah, you do. You get what you put into it. You get out of it what you put into it.
Well, real quick, let's talk about some stuff coming up before we run out of time here. We are going to be doing an episode in the very near future, updating you all on the status of Myth of Logic.
Yep.
I'm not going to spoil any of that because it's at a very cool point right now, and we have exciting things coming.
Yep.
Also, we're going to soon be doing an episode with my good friend and mastering engineer, Mr. Alan Douches, who Alan has mastered everything I've ever recorded with Myth of Logic, and he will be mastering the next one. It's kind of a working relationship. Alan's going to come on the show and give us a teaching moment episode about Dolby Atmos.
That's awesome.
And what it is, why you should want it, what special equipment you may or may not need, what you have to look for when you're buying the software to be properly played, and all of that. It's a truly fascinating subject, and Alan is an expert. He's done a lot of work with Atmos, so that's coming up. Cool. Can we talk about the other special episode? Are we free to talk about that yet?
Which one? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna be having several of these teaching moment episodes, and Chris is going to tell you about a very special one that we've got coming.
I am very good friends with Mr. Andy Tillison. He is the brain, the lead man of the Tangent. Okay, also a bunch of other side projects, but the Tangent is his baby, and he and I are really good friends. And my dear friend Scott over here knows of the Tangent, but doesn't know very much about them. And I'm very well versed in them, as they are my second favorite band in the world. And I'm friends with Mr. Tillison. So, in his usual manner, being the awesome, awesome dude that he is, I asked Mr. Tillison if he would mind joining us when we do a teaching episode where I'm going to teach Scott about the Tangent. No, Mr. Tillison and I are going to be teaching Scott about the Tangent. So I don't think you could get a better teacher if you don't have me than Mr. Andy Tillison himself, who will be joining us at some point in time. We don't have a date set yet, but he will be joining us. And if you've never heard the Tangent and you've never heard Andy speak, oh, you are in for a real treat. He is.
You will find me a very eager student because I know enough about the Tangent to know that I want to know more.
Yeah.
So
they are a fantastic prog band. He is an amazing individual and just extraordinarily talented. And he's also just a really good dude. So it's going to be a fun time when we do that one. And I think those teaching episodes be a little longer than this. They'll be more.
Yeah, those will probably be an hour. The other one we're going to do is our very good friend, Mr. Scott Lade over at the Prog Corner, has agreed to come on and educate us about Tales from Topographic Oceans.
That's going to be a good one.
That's his favorite album of all time, and it's not mine.
Yeah.
But I want to give Scott an open forum and an open possibility with no judging and no sarcasm from me or anyone else to help us learn and try and try and hear it through his ears and gain better understanding of it. So that's what the teaching moment episodes are going to be about. They're going to be about, elaborating on something that you possibly maybe don't like or you don't know about.
I think in most cases, it's don't know about it. I don't know enough. Like, for example, Tales from Topographic Oceans. I don't have a problem with it. I don't know near enough about it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to categorize it as one of my favorite records because I've not really delved into it. So that makes a teaching moment of that wonderful.
That's going to be a great episode because, to be very honest with you, I have been openly hostile about that album in my life.
I have not been because I don't know enough about it.
I really want to like it because, for hell's sake, I mean, yes, God, I don't like not liking something that they poured so much hard work into. And so that's coming up. That's going to be very fun. Scott is a real treat and he's a good friend.
Always.
And I got that coming up. So hopefully y'all have enjoyed this high definition episode of Long Tracks and Tall Tales here on the Myth of Logic YouTube channel.
We were ugly. Now you know we are.
Oh yeah, you can see in great high definition 1080p that we are just hideous. I'm a formless blob of a chud here, so now you can really see all that. Anyway, friends, it's been a treasure and a treat, and we are going to continue. We did 2 episodes this week, and we're going to kind of go with the winds of the Rush tour and do reports.
Do a little more of this
fairly often because it's something we're. Yeah, it's something we're motivated to talk about because we love it.
It's a big deal to us. It should be a big deal to you.
Exactly right. Anyway, so seek us out on the net. You know where we are. It's Myth of Logic, Instagram, Facebook. Mr. Christopher, he always does. Your cat walked across the screen in exactly the same point last time, just as I was introducing you.
Like sitting over here listening to the show, and when it's
he knows when it's over. Scott, come on, Daddy, come and service me. Damn it! What?
Exactly. You've had quite enough time with your friend.
Make sure, friends. One of the most valuable things you can do on Facebook is go and find Christopher on Facebook and look at his album of the day. I guarantee you don't know most of what he posts.
You're right.
And it will send you down a variety of Technicolor audio sound holes that you may never recover from, but you will enjoy immensely. So that's something you should look into if you haven't.
Thanks.
So for now, that's all we have. Thanks for joining us today here on Long Tracks and Tall Tales. Until we are together again, be good to one another.